Yo, what is up YouTube? Lead the Captain here, and I believe that AMP is ridiculous. And the reason why I say that is because I believe that AMP, during the next bull run, could hypothetically at least go to the price of 10 cents, and during the process, make all of those AMP critics come running over to their girlfriend's boyfriend's grandma and start begging for that song / vibrator / used bratwurst extender all-in-one gift set that they saw was on the sale rack from down at the thrift shop. And now that's going to be a little bit embarrassing if you ask me, but hey, that's neither equipment nor financial advice. But in today's video, I want to explain several reasons why I believe that could hypothetically happen. And a major reason why I think so, I think it's going to come down to the fact that AMP has rock solid fundamentals. And before we understand just how rock solid it is, I first think it's important to understand its history and why it was even created in the first place. You know, as a matter of fact, AMP was created by both Flexa and ConsenSys. And when it comes to Flexa, what it is that it is a crypto payments company. And when it comes to ConsenSys, it is a blockchain development enterprise. And shortly before AMP was launched, Flexa launched an app called SpedN, and SpedN allowed users to pay at thousands of merchants using various cryptocurrencies. And the reason why AMP was even launched in the first place was because the original Flexa Coin smart contract could not be upgraded to meet the new demands / functionalities, that's what she said, that Flexa was looking for. However, keep in mind that both Flexa and AMP are actually two separate technologies. And what makes Flexa different from other crypto payment services out there is the fact that crypto payments with Flexa are automatically converted into whichever fiat the merchant wants. And this is done through various cryptocurrency exchanges that Flexa has partnered up with. And now with that being said, some people, they may be wondering, what is the use case of AMP? You know, for instance, AMP can be used as collateral for crypto payments that are made through Flexa's payment protocol. And just to visualize what I mean by this, you know, let's say for instance, right, an AMP critic, or should I say ding dong, he goes inside a thrift shop and he starts asking for the used bratwurst extender. And the merchant says, oh yeah, we have one available. And he wants to make a payment, let's say, he wants to buy this used bratwurst extender through the SpedN app using a cryptocurrency. Let's say that's the case. And when this purchase is made, let's say, the merchant has to wait for a certain number of confirmations in order to know that transaction is final. And this in some cases can take quite a while. Furthermore, there is a possibility that the transaction may fail. And the reason for that is because, let's say during the transaction, for whatever reason, let's say there's a chain halt or a hard fork, then the transaction, it's simply not going to work. That's what she said. But there's a solution for this, because a certain amount of AMP that is worth slightly more than the transaction is temporarily locked up in a special smart contract. And the benefit of this is that if, let's say, the transaction fails, you know, then the AMP that is temporarily locked up will then be automatically sold into fiat. And this right here ensures that the merchant will get their money. And another beneficial reason why the AMP that is temporarily locked up is worth slightly more than the transaction is due to the fact that this gives sort of a safety net. Because let's say, right, the prices of cryptos are falling, or let's say the crypto market overall is crashing. You know, even despite those conditions, again, the merchant will still be able to get their money, so to speak. So clearly, AMP serves such an amazing purpose. And now with that being said, some people, they may be wondering, where is this AMP coming from? Where is this AMP collateral coming from, essentially? And this AMP is coming from users who stake their AMP through payment providers who are currently leveraging Flexa's payment protocol. So overall, I think that AMP is amazing. But with that being said, I do believe that AMP is in a market that has amazing potential, because if we take a look at this, the global crypto payment gateway market is expected to be worth over $90 billion by 2028. I mean, that's insane. We're in 2024 as of right now. That's just 4 years away. That's crazy. You know, so clearly, when it comes to AMP, I think they're in the right market, they're focused on the right market, and I think that its future could look so bright. And now with that being said, I do believe that the next bull run is right around the corner, because as we all know, usually either 6 to 12 months after a Bitcoin halving event, historically speaking, is when altcoins typically start rallying in such a massive way. And the Bitcoin halving event is expected to happen sometime around April of this year. So again, the next bull run could very well be in the horizon. And how am I preparing myself for the next bull run? And that is dollar cost averaging. Anytime I earn any sort of income, I set aside some for AMP. You know, I'm just focused on consistently accumulating more and more, and I'm focused on doing so on a set schedule. And the next bull run, in my opinion, could really be legendary. And I think as a result of this is going to truly allow AMP to hypothetically attain the price of 10 cents. And my rationale behind this is the fact that there's currently, according to Crypto.com research, over 570 million people around the world owning cryptocurrencies. That's over 500 million crypto owners as of right now. And just to put this into context, back in 2021, during that crazy bull run, there was roughly only around 300 million people owning cryptos. So now we have nearly doubled that. And the 2021 bull run was already that crazy. So now you got to think about what the next bull run is going to look like, especially now that we have this many people owning cryptos. I mean, man, when there's this many people owning cryptos, can you just imagine what the altcoin season is going to look like? All the FOMO, buying pressure, it's going to look legendary. And I think that when altcoins start rallying during the next bull run, I think so will AMP. I think AMP during the next bull run is ready to hypothetically at least go to the price of 10 cents. And during the process, make all of those AMP critics come running over to their girlfriend's, boyfriend's grandma and start begging for that, vibrator, Dora the Explorer edition. If you know, going to be a little bit embarrassing. And if you want to check out a very interesting video, make sure to go ahead and click on this thumbnail right here. It's a very fantastic video, and I think you all would really love it. It's been Lee the Captain. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.